Now moving on, viewers, serious lapses have also been revealed in the Pune police's handling of the VVIP killer case. The accused was taken to the hospital 5.5 hours after the accident, and not from the accident spot but from the police station, raising significant concerns. A case has been registered under Section 304A of the IPC, and additionally, the police face allegations of holding a party inside the police station during the critical hours following the incident, and these actions have now sparked outrage and demand for accountability and transparency in the investigation as well. Let's now take you through the major lapses. Number one, the VVIP killer was taken to the hospital 5.5 hours after the accident. The second lapse is that the VVIP killer was not taken to the hospital from the accident spot. And the third is that the VVIP killer was first taken to the police station. The fourth lapse is that the police have registered a case under 304A of the IPC. And the last that Republic TV is tracking among the major lapses is that political party member was also present at the police station, trying to influence the police on letting the VVIP killer brat. In fact, Maharashtra Home Minister has also spoken about it. The government has admitted about the major lapses. Let's listen in.
रात्री 2:30 वाजताची घटना आहे. त्याच्यानंतर त्यांना पोलीस स्टेशनला आणलंय. 8:30 वाजता गुन्हा दाखल झालेला आहे. 8:30 वाजता गुन्हा दाखल झाल्यानंतर त्यांची ती मेडिकल झालेली आहे. मेडिकल मध्ये काही असू द्या, पण त्या ठिकाणी त्याच दिवशी 10:30 वाजता वरिष्ठांनी FIR मधलं जे 304A होतं ते केस डायरीमध्ये 304 करायला लावलं. त्याची वेळ आहे, टायमिंग आहे, आणि मी आपल्याला त्याच दिवशी 12 वाजता ज्युएनाइल जस्टिस बोर्डाकडे केलेला अर्ज आहे की ज्या अर्जामध्ये स्पष्टपणे त्यांनी सांगितलेलं आहे की हिनियस क्राइम आहे आणि याला ॲडल्ट म्हणून तुम्ही ट्रीट करा. त्यामुळे हे सगळं जे काही केलेलं आहे हे करत असताना याच्यामध्ये आपण जर बघितलं तर कुठलाही डिले नाहीये. डिले कुठला आहे तो मी सांगितला की त्यांनी 8:30 ला गुन्हा रजिस्टर जो काही केला त्यानंतर मेडिकलला पाठवलं, त्याच्या आधी पाठवायला हवं होतं. आणि अशा प्रकारचा गुन्हा दाखल करत असताना वरिष्ठांना इन्फॉर्म करण्याची पद्धत आहे ती त्यांनी केलेली नाही. ह्या दोन चुका त्याच्यामध्ये आहेत. पण आपण जे म्हणालात, निश्चितपणे प्रत्येक गुन्ह्यातून आपण काही गोष्टी शिकतो. त्यामुळे हे जे काही लूप होल्स आपल्या लक्षात येत आहेत की ज्यातनं कोणीतरी पैशाचा वापर करून त्या ठिकाणी न्याय विकत घेऊ शकेल, पैशाचा वापर करून पुरावे बदलू शकेल, अशा प्रकारचे जे विषय येत आहेत, निश्चितपणे त्याच्यामध्ये अधिक कडक कारवाई आपल्याला काय करता येईल. विशेषतः एक गोष्ट यात मला नमूद केली पाहिजे की 1 जुलैपासून आपले जे नवीन कायदे लागू होत आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये आता लीगल अँड टेक्निकल एव्हिडन्स आणि फॉरेन्सिक एव्हिडन्स याला जास्त महत्त्व दिलेलं आहे. त्या प्रकारची तयारी देखील आपण केली, पण तो वेगळा विषय आहे. पण त्यातनं निश्चितपणे या गोष्टी ॲड्रेस होतील.
We have Sandeep live from Maharashtra, Pune. In fact, Sandeep, the government has admitted to major lapses, including the blood samples tampering, and the police are now filing a charge sheet. All of this could have been avoided if they clear-cut took action against the VVIP killer brat instead of, shielding him and trying to cover up on major levels.
See, from where it all started, we need to understand this first. Remember, ultimately, as Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy Chief Minister and the Home Minister says clearly, with the fact that he should have, in fact, taken to the hospital immediately, but ultimately was taken to the police station, and there was a gap between, the incident timing and ultimately the time when the blood samples of the juvenile was in fact collected at that point in time. So this was the major goof up, and apart from this, Deepak, one of the important part is that the blood samples that was changed, and this was changed under the supervision of the cops. Remember, Devendra Fadnavis went on to say that the blood samples were in fact swapped, and ultimately the cops did not inform to the higher authorities. That means the senior officials were not informed, and hence the action was taken. The question that opposition is raising at this point in time, Deepak, is that was there any kind of political influence? This question is important because the two cops did not inform their senior officials, and under whose influence these cops did not inform the senior officers why 304 was registered at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, and why not at the initial stage when this incident had taken place? Why these officers are not yet been booked in this very matter? This is the serious question, whether there was any political influence on them to, to make sure that there is a major delay in the blood test and taking the blood sample as well. So these are the questions that needs to be answered. Although Devendra Fadnavis in fact protected Pune CP, and he went on to say that there is no need of any kind of resignation for any senior officer for Pune CP as well. But ultimately he says that if there are lapses and if there are people involved, then definitely an inquiry will be set up. But the question out here is that what happened about the inquiry that was set up against those two cops that in fact took place, apart from suspension, why these cops are not been booked yet, and who was that political person who was trying to influence this case?
Right, Sandeep, many thanks for joining us with all those details. Now, that's the latest as far as the Pune Posh murder cover-up is concerned. Now, the Maharashtra Home Minister has also agreed that there were lapses on several levels. He was brought to the hospital 5.5 hours later, and that was not directly from the accident spot. He was first taken to the police station, given VVIP treatment. A political figure was also present there trying to influence the case. But all of this will have to be looked into, and serious action must be taken, viewers.